Imagine making $1,000 to $8,000 in a single day, working for yourself. We talked to 4 different types of successful home service business owners who were tired of the 9-to-5 grind and had the courage to start their own companies. With minimal cash up front, less than a few $100, they have built pressure washing, car detailing, cleaning, and lawn care businesses to be very proud of. And they're going to tell us how you can too.
So I went from making $300 the first year to $200,000 last year. Not only that, I've been doing it part-time. All the work is on the weekends.
There's days we go out and make 1,000. There's days we go out and make 3,000. There's been days where we've made upwards of like $6,000 to $8,000 in one day.
You have to be ambitious. You have to hustle. Nobody's gonna give you anything. That's the mentality that you have to have.
If you have no budget to start with and you want to get started, go rent a machine for $100 a day and then go wash 5 or 6 driveways and then turn around at the end of the day and buy your own machine. You're looking at $600 to $800 for your equipment, a pressure washer and the surface cleaner. If you're looking to put all of it on a trailer, obviously the cost can go up to $25,000 and it can go up from there.
My first trailer build was around $20,000, which at the beginning I financed it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that to get started. It's gonna make you money. As long as you're eager enough to get out there and get the work, you're gonna make that money back pretty quickly.
I think when you're first getting started, it's safe to start with flat surfaces like driveways and sidewalks and walkways. They're the biggest eyesore in someone's house, so the transformation is pretty dramatic, and there's little chance of you causing damage.
Go in a neighborhood and look for dirty driveways and offer them a special to clean their driveway. That'll get your foot in the door. My wife was out in the field doing the work with me for a good year and a half.
We had a postcard where it had all the different types of services that we offered, and we would evaluate the home and say, okay, their roof is dirty, their sidewalk's dirty, their driveway's dirty, so let's go ahead and just give them a quote for that. And we would check off those services and then give them a total for those services, and then just leave it on their door or leave it on their garage. And if someone happened to be out of their home, just like sitting there playing with their kid on the driveway, Josh would go introduce himself and hand the card over. And that's actually what helped us really generate a lot of business in the beginning.
My first customers I got online using social media, just posting in my local neighborhood Facebook page and Nextdoor page. From there, each job that I got, I did what I call a 5-round. For every job that I did, I would leave my card on 5 houses around that particular house. And that's how I started getting business in the neighborhood. This is the mix valve here. So we have bleach, soap, and water. And we would just adjust our bleach with this valve right here. In this case, we're looking at 4%, would be plenty.
We don't use any chemicals. We just use straight hot water, which does a thorough job, and we try to be eco-friendly.
It's more about dogged determination than it is about skills, to be honest with you.
You have to have the knack for clean, right? And be able to hold on to a 3,500 PSI, 8-gallon-a-minute hose for hours on end, which is very, very tough on your body.
I think it's important to be personable. Being organized is very important, having a plan.
It's not rocket science. You're spraying water, you're spraying chemicals. You can learn that pretty quick.
If you're looking to start your detailing business, you really do not need that much money to get started. So that might look like buying a bucket, a wash mitt, a drying towel, a few chemicals, and maybe a few brushes to clean the wheels and tires. If you have a budget of $300 or $500, that's enough to buy the bare essentials to do the most basic services to get the ball rolling.
Right now, we're at a big box store. I'm gonna be going inside and show you what some of the best tools and equipment you will need to start car detailing right away. Right off the bat, here's an electrical pressure washer from Ryobi. It's 1,800 PSI and it's only $88. In the garden center section, you'll be able to find a garden hose, and I would recommend you to go for a heavy duty 100-foot hose just to be safe when you're at a customer location. You may never know where their water spigot may be at. You wanna get a heavy duty 100-foot hose, which here costs $50. This right here is a super essential tool in the car detailing community. This is your shop vac. This exact one right here is the actual industry favorite. So this one right here is $99. I would also recommend these professional spray bottles. They are roughly $3.50.
When I started, I grabbed all the basic stuff. They have this one, which is the shampoo that I use for the exterior. I also find out this Paint coating surface prep. Also, you can use this for the glass cleaning. The best interior cleaner is the Express Cleaner. They have it on the ready-to-use bottle. After washing the car, of course, you want some gloss, you have some shine to it. I use Bead Maker. They give really good shine and also protection up to 3 months. When we started Revive Auto Detailed, we started with a sedan setup. We have a water tank right here. It's a 33-gallon water tank. You can do like up to 3 vehicles with this without a problem.
I first started off in my 2003 Toyota Matrix XRS. From there, I upgraded to a 2014 HHR panel, and I was mobile in this for around 7 years. So now we have a 2015 Ram ProMaster, and this is what gets us around when we go mobile. Here's the thing, look, having this big van with this big setup, it looks cool, it looks fancy, but I started off in my personal vehicle with a very small budget with very few tools and products. So buy what you can afford, grow your business, and over time, little by little, you'll make the upgrades to wherever you want to be.
I got my first customers off of social media. So when I started my detailing business, I created an Instagram as well as a Facebook account. I personally promoted as much as possible.
So literally just the way you answer the phone with a happy tone, with an enthusiastic tone is much better than what most people or how most people answer the phone. Staying in constant communication, letting the customer know the process, what the next steps are. Like, it sounds very basic, but those are the things that really help us stand apart from all the other competition. So a big mistake I made early on was I was just getting better at detailing, but I wasn't focused on marketing or sales or customer service. Don't just be too focused on being a detailer. You have to focus on everything else that comes with running a business.
I actually didn't know that I could make so much money cleaning. I made like over $1,000 in one day. That was amazing. I was doing cartwheels. You can start up with literally under $500 just to get started, because when I started, I didn't have a huge bank account. I just started looking at other companies and just seeing, what worked for them and try to see what worked for us. But literally under $500 is what you need. Not a total, but to initially get started, under $500.
You're going to need a reliable vehicle. That's quite important. Also, you don't have to buy all of your cleaning supplies at once. You can, as long as you have a few things, spray bottles with your cleaning products, a Swiffer, some mops, a vacuum cleaner. That's a good way to start.
Start small and then take your money and reinvest it in the company. We started as a window washing company. So you can start out with just the squeegee and soap and a bucket and some really good microfiber cloths.
You don't really need any special skills to start a cleaning business, but what you will need are great listening skills, ability to summarize and paraphrase your customers' needs.
I think that it takes drive. I think that it takes confidence. It takes the ability to bounce back and pivot.
You truly have to kind of like doing it. If one doesn't mind cleaning, I think those skill sets will actually come natural.
You need to have a website, number one.
Join local networking groups. They're very, very, very low cost per month. And that's like your way of getting your name out in the community. We're a part of 2 networking groups and they've been huge. You now have gained lifelong referrals. Take advantage of social media, Instagram, Nextdoor, on Facebook, for example. Request to join all of the local town groups. There are so many free resources.
I discovered that there was this cool thing called Thumbtack. I created a profile of myself and the company and uploaded pictures of my own house because I didn't have any homes to clean, so I gave my own home a deep cleaning. And I uploaded it on Thumbtack, and then I heard this little notification, and it said that I had a request. And that's how I ended up getting my first cleaning.
If there's one thing that you can take away from this video, it would be that if you feel like you have the entrepreneurial bug or the entrepreneurial spirit, you were born with it, you felt it since you were young, you're innovative, don't even second guess yourself or think about it or listen to anyone else around you. Just do it, because you can do it.
If you're just starting out, the cost is very minimal, $250 push mower and a weed eater. That's all I needed. You can have a car and still throw your push mower in the back of the trunk and go out there and make money.
I think they need to know what a quality job looks like, especially if they have never been trained or worked for another company. I think they just need to have a good eye for detail and know what clients actually want in a proper visit. In the beginning, we did do a very strict amount of services so that we could do them well, and we didn't want to spread ourselves too thin. So we started off with mowing, we did some mulching, but in the beginning it was just me, so I could only do so much. But over time, $500 jobs became $1,000 jobs, and then $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. But we've stayed pretty close on our service offerings. We mow, we mulch, we pull weeds, we trim bushes, we do leaf cleanup, and we do snow removal. And that keeps us busy year round. I think stretching yourself too much is a mistake because you underestimate how much tools and equipment you need to do just one more thing. If I could go back and do it again, I would have wrapped all of our trucks. All of our trucks look the same. They're all white and they all have our logo on the door, and so they're very recognizable, but a wrap is better. If you can bite the bullet early and wrap your vehicle, the first one, suddenly 100% of your fleet is wrapped. And it will grow your business, I can't even tell you. Wrap your vehicle.
People drive by and see you at the same spot every week. It sticks in their head and their mind when they need a lawn care or landscaping company. Pay one time and get it done. I hear a lot that you can't make a living or you can't make money mowing lawns, and that's not true. If you are all in, you can definitely make a living and earn some good money. Just be happy doing what you're doing.